day, which means that's time for another live Q&A all about eBay and Amazon dropshipping. As always, I'm your host, Paul J Lipsky. If you're here for the live, then let me know where in the world you are chiming in from and just leave a comment in the live chat. Currently, I am in the Adirondacks in New York. For those of you who don't know, I travel around full-time in this camper van. So if it looks like I'm in a car or a van, it's because I am. That's where I live. And so that's where I'm at right now, but I'd love to hear where in the world you guys are chiming in from. The way this works is if you guys have any questions, ask them in the live chat, and I'll answer them for you here over the next hour or so. And if you don't make the live stream, consider subscribing and coming to the next one because that will greatly increase your chances of me answering your question. Otherwise, you can ask it in the comments section of any of my videos, and if we have time, after we get through all the live questions, I'll throw up your comment and answer them. But really, we haven't been getting to them lately because we have so many people in the live chat asking questions while I'm live, so we actually don't normally have time for these anymore. So you really should get here live, subscribe, come, turn on notifications on your phone so you get alerted when I am live and you're able to join us. All right, let's jump into the chat now. We already have 50 people here. And let's see who's here. Okay. Hello, Albie. Thanks for being here. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Hey, what's up, Sean? Thanks for coming back. Hey, Croatia, how's it going? Hey, Mike D. You're on time. Yeah, I'm usually just exactly on time or maybe a minute late. Rodney from New Jersey, what's up? And Sylvia from Canada, how's it going? Captain Cellulite from LaBelle, Florida, what's up? Parviz from Florida. Elena from LA, what's up, Elena? Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. What's up, Trevor from Michigan? Dustin, how's it going? And we have Kevin from Nigeria. What's up, Kevin? And the Chen Chen Show. What's up, California? Seattle, Washington in the house, Jasper. So thanks, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate you all. And I already see some questions coming in, especially a good comment from Sean saying, please hit that like button. You know Paul, Long Island here. Definitely. So I appreciate that. But let's get into some of these questions. Mark says you should go visit my campground, Cayuga Lake Campground in Forestport, New York. I'll definitely look that up. By my, do you mean you live there, Mark, or do you own it? I'm always looking for a good plot of land to park my van. All right, but let's go back to the beginning and answer some of these questions. Dennis wants to know, do you use multiple locations for your product locations? For most of my suppliers, yes. So for most of my suppliers, they ship out their items from multiple different warehouses throughout the United States, depending on which one is closest to the customer. So for instance, I drop ship a lot from Walmart. I'm actually in a Walmart parking lot right now, so I'm looking out at the Walmart sign right over there. And they ship out, it depends really where the customer lives. So when you order the product, you're not going to know which warehouse it's going to ship out from. They have their whole logistics set up. They see, okay, this customer is in Texas and we know we have a warehouse there, but it's actually out of stock. We actually have it in stock in Louisiana. So we're going to ship from Louisiana to that customer. So it always changes where it's going to ship out from. So we don't ever know. So for those items, when we list them up for sale, we say that, this could ship from one of multiple different locations. So yes, that's what we use. The only exception to that is if you have a supplier that only ships from one location, like if you're doing wholesale, or if a supplier that only has a few warehouses in the United States, you could pick one of them, maybe the most popular one that they usually ship from, and choose that one. But in general, yeah, we use multiple locations. We put multiple locations for our listings. But that's a good question. Okay. When listing to Banggood, upload Banggood AutoDS, it won't allow me to change my business policies. So when you list with AutoDS at the bottom, it gives you those options down there. At the bottom of creating the listing, that's where you would change it right down there. Let's see. Vivian's not going to be able to make it, but Vivian, hopefully you catch the replay. I have one big problem. I know everything and don't take action. Wow. Yeah, I see this a lot. I see people who will learn a lot about dropshipping and never actually put in the steps to take action on them. It's very common, so don't feel like there's something wrong with you. There's not. It happens to everyone. It happens to me all the time as well. It used to happen to me before I started dropshipping as well. With a lot of online businesses I knew a lot about, I wanted to start, never actually really got started. And what I found is that there's usually one of two different reasons. One is either because my goals are too small or my goals are too big. So if they're too small, then I don't feel like I have to take enough action to actually achieve them. I'll just say to myself, okay, this is something that, I'm going to get this done, so I might as well just wait to do it later. And then later never comes, right? Or the goal is so big, I'm like, whoa, this is way overwhelming. I'll never be able to accomplish that, so I'm not even going to try. So you need to find that sweet spot. You need to pick a goal for yourself that's attainable, that you're still excited about, but it is attainable, and it does push you a little bit so that you know that, yeah, I need to get started on this now because I might not have time tomorrow. It's not going to be enough time for me to complete it within the time frame that I want to complete it in. And do set a time frame for yourself. But that I found really, really helpful. Setting those more realistic but slightly pushing myself kind of goals will really kind of get yourself out of those ruts and really give yourself a timeline saying, I need to get this done within the next 2 weeks or 1 week. And hold yourself accountable, ask a friend to hold you accountable. All those things really help with goals like that. Yeah, and also great advice here from Shlomo saying, go take action, don't think too hard about it, you have nothing to lose. Yeah. Corrine says, I bought your course last year and I cannot log in. Okay, so it sounds like you have to reset your password because nothing's changed on the website in terms of login. So just email us, paul@pauljlipsky.com, and customer support will help you out with getting your password reset. Let's see. Okay, so this is when everyone says hi. So let's jump ahead and find some of these questions. Retro Galaxy, good question about managed payments. My managed payment account now has an eBay payment policy option when I list a new item or edit an old one, but all my old listings are still PayPal immediate. Do I need to switch them? Thanks. So what he's talking about is, for any of you that are on managed payments, go ahead and go into your business policies, if you're wondering what we're talking about, and go to your payment policy, and you'll notice that the only choice now is what he said, eBay payment. So the question is, do you have to go in and switch that? I didn't. It took me a while to discover that as well, and it didn't have an impact on me at all. So I don't think you have to change them. I think it's still being done automatically, even if it doesn't say it is. But I changed them anyway, just to make double sure. So you might want to just go in. If you go to all your listings on eBay, so first thing you do is go to the Seller Hub, then click on the top where it says listings and all your listings. You can check off the box that will edit all of them, click on edit them, click through again to check them all off, and then just change the payment policy to the one that you want, or this eBay payment policy. And that will quickly switch them all over. That's what I did just to kind of cover myself. Watching during school. Okay. What are your major eBay suppliers? So for retail dropshipping, major ones are still Home Depot, still Walmart, the big ones. Mike D says, I know you have mentioned before that you won't cancel an order if it's already placed. Have you ever had an issue with eBay or buyers complaining about this? So yeah, this is kind of my policy for my stores because it helps streamline the process for myself and my virtual assistants. where as soon as a customer places an order, if they want to cancel, we will cancel the order, but only up until the time when we actually order the item. So if we go ahead and order the item from our supplier, at that point, we will not try to cancel the order. Now, when I first started selling on eBay, I would try to cancel the order. I would contact Walmart or Home Depot, for instance, and say, hey, I changed my mind. Can I cancel this order? And a lot of times what they came back with was, we will try. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Sometimes they would be able to cancel it right away. And if they did cancel it right away, I would then cancel it on eBay and say the customer asked to cancel it. And then the customer's happy. But what we found was that it just kind of slowed down the system. It added to confusion because, like I said, sometimes Walmart would say, we're not sure if we're going to cancel it. We're going to try. And then we have to wait and tell the customer, okay, we're trying to cancel. And they mean, what do you mean you're trying to cancel it? Just kind of got confusing. And then we would get it canceled on Walmart and then forget to tell the customer on eBay because it had that delay in there. It was just a lot of confusion once a store started to increase in volume. So at that point we said, you know what, as soon as the order's placed on the supplier's website, that's it. If the customer then wants to cancel the order, they won't be able to. They will have to then receive the item and return it or refuse delivery of the item, in which case it would be sent back to the supplier and then everyone can get refunded. So that's the way we do it. And do customers complain about it? Sometimes, yes. But we tell them that this is part of the process. We can't cancel it. eBay has never had an issue with that. eBay gives them a time window to cancel the order. And if they don't cancel in that window, they're technically not allowed to cancel it. So eBay hasn't had an issue with us doing that. Very rarely customers raise like a huge problem about it. In that case, we just tell them to refuse delivery, and then it's usually not an issue. Okay. What's up, Philippines? What's up, Christy from Tennessee? Okay. How can we do returns on Aliexpress? So Aliexpress, just like eBay and Amazon, is a marketplace. So Aliexpress itself doesn't sell the items. It's the different merchants on Aliexpress. So if you want to do a return, you do have to contact the person who sold it and find out what their return policy is and work with them. Usually they'll ask for pictures and different things like that. So that's what you should do. Okay, Jay Walker with some deep stuff going on here. Says, I'm ready to hire my first VA, but I'm scared. I'm also scared of clowns and marriage. So Jay, I really can't help you with the clowns and the marriage. Just tell you to avoid going to, anywhere there's a clown, like a circus or anything like that. But anyway, for your virtual assistants, it's very normal to be scared to hire one or nervous about it. What I would recommend in terms of your fear is first educate yourself. There's plenty of videos out there talking about how to hire and train virtual assistants. I have a course, Super Simple VAs, that will teach you how to do that. If you feel like you have enough knowledge in order to do it, and it's just kind of more of like hesitation or nervousness, I would recommend you just got to pull the Band-Aid off. You just got to go for it. Hire them to do something really simple, like just find some products. Make a list of products for you. Don't even give them access to your eBay account. Don't even have them actually create the listings. Just have them make a list of listings for you. And that way, that's very simple. It's very easy to terminate them if you have any issues with it, and you kind of get your feet wet. As time goes on, you'll build up confidence. You'll feel more comfortable hiring and training virtual assistants. But that first one is a little bit scary, but I'm telling you, man, just jump in, just go for it. It will be the best decision you ever make for your business because it will take a lot of the work off of you and put it onto someone else like these virtual assistants. That frees up so much of your time so you can refocus your energy on the most important parts of your business. So just got to go for it, man. And stay away from the circus. What's up, Neil from England? Sunny England. Okay. Chuck says, I've been a lurker, but I have to ask a question. What is up with the USPS? They lost 2 of my items. So I'm only laughing because that's like, in the past, that would have been a very legitimate question that I could answer about how sometimes they lose packages. It's kind of strange that they've lost 2 of them. That seems kind of rare. It's very, very rare that packages get lost. It almost never happens to me. I can't even actually think of a time a package was straight up lost. And part of the reason I think I can't think of that is because normally when a package is lost, I just contact my supplier and just tell them, hey, where's this item? It wasn't delivered. And Walmart, Home Depot, they can see, oh, you know what? You're right. Like that item wasn't delivered, or UPS or the post office, they didn't actually deliver the package. They said it was lost. So in that case, it's very easy. You just get a refund from the supplier. The reason I'm kind of laughing now is because right now, as I'm recording this, I feel like this is a very like political question, like what's happening with the USPS. So maybe that's something that you might want to look at the news for. I don't know why this happened. Chuck, how many items do you typically ship out with the USPS? If you lost 2 out of 5,000 items, okay, that's not a ton, but yeah. It might have just been more of a rhetorical question, now that I'm reading it again. All right, Mohammed says, my first month I made $170, but the profit is only $25. So it sounds like you sold $170 worth of items on eBay, but you made $25 in profit. So what I would say to that is, first, congrats. You made $25 that you didn't have before. So congratulations on that. It sounds like you are beginning to understand the system. That's the first step. Okay, now you got to scale it up. If you could do it once or a few times to get to $170 in sales and $25 in profit, those margins are pretty good if you look at them. Imagine if you scale that up to $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 or $30,000 a month. So you just got to take what you're doing and scale it up to make it bigger so that you can then have more in profit. But keep going. Let's see. Wow. Thank you, man, so much. Says Paul, your teachings are great. Your dropshipping course has allowed me to become debt-free and buy vacation ownership in Orlando, Florida. Thanks, man. That's awesome. I love Orlando, Florida. Hope to get back there this winter because it's a great place to kind of camp out in an RV, camper van, when it's cold everywhere else. I also want to give a shout out to some of my other students. I normally do this at the start. Completely slipped my mind, so I apologize for that. First up, Cedric here. Started 5 days ago and is already making sales on his account. So congratulations, Cedric. Make sure to charge your phone as well. And we have Osmani. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. 3 weeks ago, started 3 weeks ago. Only 20 products listed and already has $3,300 in sales. So congratulations to him. We also have here Matthew. I think I put this screenshot up last week, but this screenshot really, really is exciting to me because he's only, how old is he? 15 years old. And he's been in this for about a month and already has $15,000 or 15,000 Canadian dollars, I think, and $1,500 in profit. So congratulations to Matthew. I mean, if you could do it when he's 15 years old, man, that is awesome. Really, really exciting. Congrats. And here's one of my Amazon students. It's kind of confusing to read it, but he basically says $35,000 in profit, $160,000 a month. So congrats to him. And here's another screenshot from an Amazon student posting up all their results for this year. $1.792 million in just the past 8 months on Amazon. So congratulations to him. I love seeing these screenshots. These screenshots were all posted up inside the private Facebook group that are just for members of my dropshipping course. So thanks, guys, for posting those and motivating other students. Okay. Okay. Do you recommend a service for LLC formation in New York? It is difficult due to the publication requirements. Can use the affiliate link if you have one. So I do know some services. I don't have an affiliate link. That's okay though. For setting up an LLC in New York, just actually send me a DM on Instagram. There's a new service I found out about that I think you'll be really helpful with, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. So just send me a DM on Instagram at Paul J Lipsky, and I'll send that over to you. Okay. We only use the global shipping program for eBay. So only use the global shipping program for international sales. All right, guys. So I also wanted to say that if I have this pretty crazy story that I want to share with you guys. So it's a personal one. It's nothing to do with drop shipping, but I'll share this crazy story with you if this video gets to 75 likes. We're currently at 32, so we have 124 people watching. I really think we can do it. So if this video gets to 75 likes, I will tell that crazy story. Okay. So let's go to more questions. All right, so Annie says, instead of using PayPal, can we use the other company you mentioned in your last video? I really don't like PayPal. So Annie, I think you're talking about managed payments. So eBay, they used to, up until very recently, every time you sold on eBay, you would have to have a PayPal account. But now they're moving away from using PayPal. They're using their own integrated managed payment system. They call it managed payments. So yes, you can use managed payments, but you have to wait for eBay to allow you to use it. They'll send you an email about it. So just wait until you get that email. That's all you can do for now. But it's probably going to happen by the end of the year. What is up, Josiah? I just bought your virtual assistant course. Awesome, would recommend. Just hit $23,000 in sales since I started last month. Thanks to you, Paul. Thanks, Josiah. That's awesome. And congratulations, man, on your success. That's awesome. Wow. Thanks for the $3 super chat. I'll use that to buy my dog some treats. He says, out of stock issue from Walmart. Okay. So I'm not sure what exactly your question is. I'm trying to scroll to see if you ask. Okay. So it sounds like maybe you don't have your monitor set up correctly. So it sounds like what happened was you sold an item on eBay from Walmart, but the item actually was out of stock on Walmart. And there are a few reasons this might have happened. First, let's say someone buys the item from you at 10 a.m. And at 10 a.m., it is in stock on Walmart. So AutoDS makes sure that it's in stock on eBay for you. Now, let's say you wait to order the item until 11 o'clock at night. So that is 13 hours later. During that time period, the item might have gone out of stock. So when you go to order it from Walmart, it's now out of stock. That's because you waited 13 hours. Now, I'm not saying you have to order items right when they come in, but maybe once orders start to pick up, order them multiple times a day. Maybe pick 2 times a day to reduce the chances of it going out of stock between it being ordered and when you order it from your supplier's website. Now, the other issue could be if you don't have it set up correctly, the AutoDS. So if you're using API, then it's probably set up correctly because it's pretty straightforward. If you're using non-API AutoDS, then there are extra steps involved, like making sure you have the Chrome extension downloaded and set up correctly, or installed and set up correctly, and make sure you have your computer on and that window open so that it continues to run. But that's probably what the issue is. Hey, what's up, Jason? Sorry you're still in PayPal jail. That stinks. Okay. Okay, Jerry says, I'm 19 from Florida. Thinking about buying your dropshipping program. I work as a certified nursing assistant and debating if I should invest a lot of my time in your program and be patient. And be patient or patience? You're a nurse. You're a nurse assistant, so it could be patience. Patience. Yeah. Patient. I think you want to be patient. Okay. Jerry, yeah, I mean, it's up to you. If spend a lot of time looking at YouTube videos. That's what I would recommend. There's so many ways that you can learn to make money online. I went with dropshipping. It's worked out really well for me. It's worked out really well for my students as well, as you can see. But I know lots of other things work as well. So look at a bunch of stuff online on YouTube videos. See what feels the best for you. See what makes the most sense for you. And then pick something you feel comfortable. And I would go all in with that. Once you make that decision, man, go all in with it. Do not look at anything else. Do not watch other YouTube videos about other ways to make money online. It's just going to be a distraction. You can always do that stuff later. Like let's say you go with eBay dropshipping. Let's say you go all in with that. And let's say you were also looking at Amazon FBA or affiliate marketing. You can have those on the back burner. Think about maybe doing those down the line later. But for right now, be 100% concentrated on the one thing, which might be eBay dropshipping for you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Donato says, I'm learning every day and have great results, so congrats. I think the thing is just believe in yourself, and any idea you have, you need to at least try. Otherwise, you will never know if it will be successful. I couldn't have said it better myself. And this is what the biggest thing is. If you've been thinking about starting an online business, no matter what it is, if you've been thinking about it, you will never know if you will be successful with it unless you try. And you can look back 5 years from now and you might say, well, I didn't try that. I wonder what would have happened if I did. How much different would my life be? And you'll never know unless you actually start and try. Okay. Okay. This puts a different spin on your question. Should you do drop shipping or go into huge debt going to nursing school, really not doing something I love? That's something I cannot answer that question for you. I really can't, man. I mean, if you're not loving what you're doing, you might want to look at something else. But if you're making money somewhere or in school and you start an online business, I would recommend you do both at the same time until you really see one of them really be successful. I would never tell anyone to drop out of school or quit their job before they've seen success with eBay dropshipping, Amazon dropshipping, or any online business. I personally think that's irresponsible, personally. But I'm a very kind of more risk adverse, kind of more traditional kind of person. I stuck it out at my job for a long time, even after I saw success with dropshipping, because I wanted to make sure I can continue to have success with it. But that's just me. Like I said, I'm more, I guess you could say, risk adverse, more traditional in that sense. Okay. Do you use a fresh IP burger to fulfill orders? I'm afraid to let my virtual assistant fulfill orders using my credit card because it might raise bank security concerns. You could. I think that would help. So what Tim is talking about is you might the bigger concern is shipping to different addresses. So let me back up here. So when you're placing orders on different suppliers' websites, when you first start, you might suddenly see that the order gets declined. The payment gets declined because your bank is like, whoa, all of a sudden, Paul's bought one thing from Walmart once before. Now all of a sudden, one day, he buys 10 different items, all small purchases, and they're all going to different addresses. I don't know if actually my bank can see where items are shipping, but I think it's more the concern is that lots of small transactions on a new website. So that's more of the concern. It doesn't really matter the IP address. I mean, that definitely is something the bank can see, but It's more of that. Now, luckily, once you start placing orders and you tell your bank, hey, I'm going to be doing this, it shouldn't be an issue. So long story short, that was way too long of an explanation. The short answer is that I wouldn't be concerned about it. If your bank declines the charge, just call them up, explain what you're doing, so you have employees around the world placing orders, and any order for Walmart is fine. There's no issues with that. And then your bank should approve all those purchases. Let's see. No, I don't think dropshipping will die out because of competition. There are so many different products out there and more products being added into the marketplace every single day that each of those new products creates a new opportunity for us. So, and the number of products entering the marketplace is much greater than the number of sellers coming in. In addition to that, the number of buyers coming in to shopping online is increasing much faster than the number of sellers as well. So it's not something I'm worried about. Okay. I have a question about my monthly invoice for $230.29 for July 16th to August 15th. But I checked this morning and it's over $300. I didn't list anything new. You said before, are you on managed payments? Not on managed payments yet. Okay. So that could be because of a few things. So it could be store subscription. I'm not sure if you're saying that your invoice for that time period increased. So I'm just going to answer as best I can. It could be because of a store subscription that might have increased that. Any insertion fees over your free insertions that renewed for the month, that could do that. Promoted listings, that could do that as well. And final value fees. All of that goes into your invoice. So I think that answers your question. Maybe I'll check all those things. Okay, good question here from Julie. Suggestion for the course. I take a lot of suggestions from you guys and current students about what to add to the course. So Julie, you asked for this, how to handle orders that you can see in eBay. Excellent suggestion. I took a screenshot of it, so I'll remember to take a look at that. Do I think that managed payments will eventually provide an instant pay option like PayPal? I think so. I think it'd be smart for eBay to do that. I think they could charge for it, which they probably will. And if eBay could charge for something and make more money, I think they would definitely do that. So I would be surprised if it doesn't happen. Okay, I've never... So yeah, this is pretty typical part of what you said, Mark. So Mark said, I feel like you and I talked somewhere else. Your face looks familiar. Anyway, it says, I started your course. I created a new Gmail account and then a business account on eBay. eBay locked me out. Oh, thanks for the super chat. We'll get to that in a second. eBay locked me out, which is very normal. eBay, I wouldn't say normal, but it happens often enough on eBay to new accounts. To lock you out, they just want you to call and verify who you are, or respond to them. Sounds like that's what you did. They asked a lot of questions. You did that, and then you got your account back. But now you says you're locked out of your Gmail account. I've never heard of that happening. I don't know why you would have been locked out of your Gmail account. So that's a new one for me. I've never heard of that. I would try to recover your password. You should have signed up with a phone number. See if you can use that to recover it. But that's a new one for me. Got to be honest. Jerry says, after I buy the program, I guess you mean my course, Dropshipping Titans, do I have to buy any other software to help me make my first sale? The only software that I think you really need, Jerry, is AutoDS. And luckily, you can start that for just $8 a month. There's actually inside my course a link to a trial where you get like $1 for like a week. So you have a week to set it up, use that time period to go through the course and get your AutoDS set up. Then after that, I think it's like $8 a month. So it's really, really inexpensive to start. And that software also comes with something built in to help you avoid copyright and trademark issues. Yeah, I still use Shuffle for like burner phone numbers. Let's see. Yeah, no problem using your debit card instead of your credit card for drop shipping, as long as you have cash in the bank for the purchases, enough to cover the purchases. Okay. I'm a newbie. What's the best way to start from the very beginning without any knowledge? Honestly, the very, very, very best thing, if you really are dedicated to this, is to take like a course, because that's going to give you exactly what you need when you need it step by step. But if you're looking just for information and just trying to understand if this is something that you want, then watch some YouTube videos and kind of more familiarize yourself with it, and then you can make a decision later. Okay. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. So Retro Galaxy says, my least favorite part of dropshipping is product research. I know VAs are a really good deal. Can I just pay like $20 for one-time use of a VA to find me items to try it out? Absolutely. Absolutely. So you can, I always recommend if you're going to hire someone long-term to use online jobs, but if you want somebody just on the short term, go to Upwork or even Fiverr. You can find VAs on there. Fiverr is not really the best for hiring a VA long-term, but for your project, it might work if you just want to kind of try something like $20 for a bunch of listings once. Okay. So you ship 10 per week and you got 2 packages lost recently. Yeah, so that's like 40 a month. Yeah, so I mean, depending on when they lost it, maybe it's just a weird coincidence. Yeah, but that sucks. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, so you're familiar with Fiverr already, so that'd be helpful. So if you want to hire a family member, that's great. I know a lot of people that do that. You would just kind of have to train them yourself, or if you went through any sort of training or course, give them access to that so that they can learn from that. So for instance, my course, Super Simple VAs, Super Simple Virtual Assistants, that is a whole section in there that you can actually give your virtual assistant access to, and it has training videos. So you don't actually have to train them yourself. You can just use those training videos. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, very good point. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. There's been a lot of more political stuff that has really impacted us dropshippers all the time, or any e-commerce. That's business. Politics affects business for sure. Yep, Ben, just drop it here in the live chat. No, so I only put in the course the most current information that works for us. The only exception to that is if you go to the bottom of the course, there is a section called The Vault, and in The Vault, you can find some of the older videos. But the reason why I put them in The Vault is because they're not really part of my strategy anymore. So I kind of put them down there in the section called the vaults. Okay. LED mode message. I don't know what this person's doing. We have a stranger here. Says if she really is this something you have seen or heard about. Sorry, we're just in the, like I said, we're in the back of a Walmart parking lot right now, and you're gonna hear my dog bark.
We're on a work call.
And we are kind of like parked well away from everyone else, and so this guy just pulls up his truck right, and it's like a Ford F-150 or something like that, right up to us, and I have the door open because it's hot, and he's like, "How's it going?" I'm like, "You have a big parking lot. You can park anywhere. I don't know why you have to park right next to us." And the dog doesn't like it because it scared him. Anyway, totally off topic here. Okay. Okay, I received 300 views on a product on eBay, but no sales. I made something wrong. So if you're getting a lot of views, but no sales, that usually means that you have a good title. You've used good keywords in there that people actually want to search for. And the price is good, but when they click through and they look at it, something in there is not meeting their expectations. So whether they look through the rest of the photos and see, you know what? Now that I'm looking at these other photos, this actually isn't what I was looking for. Or when they go through the description, they see, you know what, this actually wasn't what I was looking for. Or if there's some sort of disconnect between your title and what the item actually is. So make sure that your title doesn't have any sort of misleading words in it, because that could result in that as well. Can we be part of the private group? You can only be part of the private group if you are a member of the course, but you'll get instant access for free once you're a member of the course. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's currently August 25th, and you should be preparing, you should be thinking about Q4 right now, Christmas season right now. Start to put a plan together. Know when it is, know when it's coming up, know what you have to do to prepare, when you have to start listing Christmas items. All that information. I'll probably make a video about it, more specifically related to eBay. So that's a good idea. Let me take a screenshot of that so I don't forget. How are you, Paul? Anyone ever asked that? I'm great, Taylor. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. It's a little warm in here, but we got the windows open. It's a nice breeze. Okay. Can I use a VPN to create an account? Probably not. Most people that try to start an eBay account while they have a VPN running, it will often result in the eBay account being shut down. eBay can see it. For the more, I would say for the more commercialized VPNs like NordVPN. NordVPN is great. I use it a lot if I'm overseas and I have to access US websites. If I'm on public Wi-Fi, I use VPNs, that's fine. I can access my eBay account over NordVPN because I've already been running my eBay account. But we've seen that when people turn on a VPN like NordVPN and under that start the eBay account, that it just doesn't work. That eBay will shut it down. Come on, guys, smash that like button. Thanks, man. I'm drinking my coffee waiting for that crazy story. We've hit 75 likes, so I'll definitely be telling that story at the end. Okay. Yeah, you got to list more products, man. 7 products in 7 days. List more. Just keep going. I don't know what product research you're doing. Do some product research. Look up some of my product research videos. I have some specifically on Aliexpress. Learn how to do that so that when you list the items, you're listing items that people are actually already buying. That will increase the chances of someone buying them from you. Okay. Okay, so you got to call eBay. Call eBay, ask for a limit increase, and you can do that every 30 days. So that's what I would start with. There are some other tricks that are in my course, or if they're not there, I'll be adding those soon. But that's basically what you have to do. You have to call and ask. Okay. No, if it's out of stock, it will usually come back into stock. Now, if it's been out of stock for 2 months, then I would delete it, because then it's unlikely that it's going to come back into stock. But if it's just been out of stock for a couple of days, couple of weeks, I'll wait around, especially if it's sold already. I want to keep selling it once it comes back into stock. Okay. Hey, congratulations, Drake. You show up the most into my searches. Just started dropshipping on eBay. I've already made over 10 sales. Not much yet, but hey, man, you are on the right track. You are definitely putting in the effort, and it's paying off. So congrats. Dropshipping aside. Awesome. Great way to diversify. Great sales. Great time. Let's see. Okay, so that's a problem. I would make sure that you check each of the items that you list for the correct handling and shipping times, so that you can adjust that for each of your listings. For that one, you got to do some serious customer service on that. You might need to cancel that order, or ask the customer if they want to cancel the order and then cancel it, because that is a long time to wait for the item. And then you should delete that item from your store. Yeah, eBay is a great place to start dropshipping because it's so beginner friendly. So I would definitely start on eBay. Where to start? Underneath this video, I have a free eBay dropshipping training. It's a webinar that I made not too long ago, earlier this year. So it's really great information in there. You should check that out. That's a good introduction to eBay dropshipping that I think you'll really like. Yeah. I mentioned in the last video that I made, it was about Amazon dropshipping, but it will apply to any sort of e-commerce, all about how I really believe that this Q4, meaning the last few weeks of the year between Thanksgiving and just a couple of days before Christmas, that time period this year is going to be crazier than ever before, because we're not going to see a lot of people scrambling into the stores, being around all those crowds. I think even if we, like, all the fears of the virus kind of like get tampered down, I still think that there's still going to be a lot of fear around them. That makes sense. So even if all the states get the virus under control, I still think there's going to be a lot of fear around it. And I think people are going to be fearful of being in those large crowds during Christmas shopping, at least in some of the different states. So I think a lot of people are going to be shopping online because of that. We've already seen that this year, more people shopping online than ever before. And I think that trend is only going to continue and is actually going to get crazier during Q4. Okay. How do you get a rating starting a brand new store? You just got to ask for feedback. So you don't need feedback to make sales. Let me say that. People think, oh, I'm starting with 0 feedback. No one's going to buy from me. That's not true. People look for the items they want at the price they want, and they buy. Not as many people care about feedback as you would think. That's because eBay comes with that guarantee, the buyer protection. So they know they're going to be protected by eBay. They don't necessarily need a buyer with great feedback. Will some buyers not buy from you because of your lack of feedback? I'm sure, yes, but not as important to most buyers as you would think. With that said, once you start making sales, ask the buyers for feedback. Leave them positive feedback, and then if it went well, ask them for positive feedback, and you'll get it slowly. build up. Okay. What a troll. Jay always trolls me. But he gives just enough good questions and just enough good advice, and he's just funny enough not to be banned from this YouTube channel. Hey, what's up, Noah? Thanks for being here. 6 more likes, so we're well past that now. You can see how behind I am on the chat now. First dropshipping order today, only $12 after fees, but so happy. Yeah, man, you will never, ever forget that first sale. Never. Is nothing like it. Imagine if you get $12 after fees and you do that 10 times a day for just 10 items. Okay, that's an extra $100 a day, or $120 a day, right? Did I do that math right? Yeah. That's not bad. For 365 days a year, something you could do on your couch anywhere in the world, not bad. Okay. I do drop shipping. I want to start DP, drop shipping. Is that what that stands for? Where do I start? Okay, I mean, yes, equals drop shipping. Okay, yeah, watch a bunch of my videos, or again, that free webinar is down in the description of my video. Yeah, description of this video, so check that out. It's a free webinar I did before, and that would be a good place to start. And thank you for the super chat. I'll be out to buy some more treats for the dog. What do I think of taking an eBay loan? I don't know. The PayPal ones were great. I never needed one because of drop shipping. You really don't need one. But everyone I talked to seemed to really like them. They seemed to be pretty straightforward. An eBay one, I don't know. My suggestion would be let someone else try it first and get their review on it. You know, lurk around the eBay forums and let them try it first. I wouldn't be the guinea pig on that one. I'm new. I'm 13 years old. Well, welcome. I'm trying to buy my dad a new car. Do you think I can do it? So you technically can't have an eBay account or a PayPal account if you're still in PayPal unless you're 18 years old. Now, you could do it in a family member's name. Maybe you could do it in your dad's name with his permission, have him set it up with you, have him supervise you, and then you kind of run things as long as he's comfortable with that. So yeah, you can get started if you're under 18. My buddy, Carter Maxwell, I know I said but Carter Maxwell used to be the high school hustler. He did that. Like, he made videos for years when he was in high school, wasn't 18 yet, and was selling on eBay and Amazon, doing really well with it. But yeah, he wasn't 18 at the time. You can ask your Amazon questions here. This isn't just eBay dropshipping Q&A. Ask eBay questions, ask Amazon questions. But most people who come to this channel have questions about eBay dropshipping. Seems people are more interested in asking questions about that. So that's usually what we end up talking about. It depends on how well your store is going. So if it makes sense, if you have the sales volume for it, if you need that much help, then yeah, I would do it. If you've never used the eBay account before, you can go ahead and use the same one. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If you don't use that eBay account anymore, then you can use that same one. If you use it for something else, like selling other things, then yeah, you might want to start a second one. Sounds like you don't. Sounds like you just use it for buying, so yeah, go ahead and do that. All right, we have a couple more minutes for some questions, and then I will tell you this crazy story. This is something I cover in my course. The link to my course is in the description of this video. Okay. Yeah, make sure you download Google Chrome so you can do that. I've never hired someone from Fiverr, but I'm sure there are people that are fine on there, but not for long term. You want to hire someone directly. All right, I thought there was another super chat. No, I answered that super chat. Let's see. Shut up, baby. Okay. Is he trying to loot your van? I don't think so. I think he's just being friendly. Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird. Okay. Yeah, see what I tell you? Troll. Total troll, Jay. All right. Okay, so let me tell you this crazy story. So this crazy story, like I said, has nothing to do with dropshipping. So if you're done with the dropshipping knowledge, or if you want more dropshipping knowledge, check out the links in the description of this video. And for those of you who follow me on TikTok, I don't know if many of you know I have a TikTok, but I do. My TikTok is just, what is it? Paul_J_Lipsky. So it's Paul J Lipsky with underscores between everything. So for those of you who follow me on TikTok, you may have seen this already, but I'll tell the story here anyway. So, and you should check out the TikTok for a reason, but I'll tell you that in a second. So those of you who don't know, I grew up on Long Island, and my husband, he grew up outside of Philadelphia. So we were like a couple 100 miles apart. We didn't know each other growing up. Our families didn't know each other. Him and I didn't meet until we were about 25 years old. That's when we met. And then our families started to meet each other, and we're like, oh, our families really get along, stuff like that. Also, my brother grew up obviously with me, or not, that's not obvious, but he grew up with me on Long Island, and his now wife, but before that, my brother's wife, she grew up not with us, not in the same town, I should say. We didn't know her growing up. Our families weren't friendly growing up. They didn't know each other. And so all these, what I'm trying to say is there's 3 different families all around the place. We didn't know each other at all. And they didn't meet until they were about 30 years old. So recently, my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, found a photo of her grandmother's middle school graduation. So you see it's like a black and white photo. It has all the girls in their dresses, the guys in their suits. They made them dress up really nice. In that photo is her grandmother. Well, also in that photo is my grandmother and my husband's grandmother. Because believe it or not, all 3 of them went to the same middle school, and they were in the same middle school class. They were all the same age, and they actually knew each other. They actually remembered each other. So actually, on our wedding day, my husband and I, our grandmothers reunited, and it's like they knew each other. They've known each other for the past 60 years. They were dancing together all night. They were hanging out together all night. It was like they were best friends in middle school. And then all of a sudden, 60 years later, at our wedding, they reunited and they were best friends again. It was just the craziest thing. But yeah, if you go over to my TikTok, Paul_J_Lipsky, you can actually see the photo, and you can see all 3 of them in one place. It's kind of a crazy thing, I think. Weird coincidence, I think. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate you all hanging out, asking such great questions about dropshipping, and all your funny comments in there as well. Subscribe to the channel if you want to make sure you don't miss the next live stream, and turn on notifications on your phone so that you actually get alerted when the stream goes live. And if you want to check out another great video about dropshipping, you can find one over there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.